Hey guys, hope you're all having a very lovely day. So today I'm going to be taking you around to have a look at what my afternoon routine looks like. So generally in the afternoons you'll either find me working with a client doing a one-on-one tutorial or a makeover, and I get some little bundles of joy that sometimes come along with their mummies, which is always such a nice surprise. Otherwise, if I'm not doing that, you'll find me either doing emails, taking phone calls, booking in clients for glam makeovers or tutorials, or editing films. I always have a drink bottle nearby to keep myself hydrated. I just find it makes me so much more productive. It stops me from getting headaches and I don't feel so fatigued. So I try and drink at least 2 bottles of water a day. A lot of the time I'll be trying out products, so I get sent some amazing products from brands, so I always like to review them, make sure that I'm happy with things that I will like to recommend to you guys, and then of course I am always usually covered in a canvas of swatches, so I always like to have my Nivea wipes nearby just to make sure I can wipe it up for when I head out the door to do some errands. So I usually like to wrap up my day around 3:34 because I get up and start work around 8, and that way I can run some errands throughout the rest of the afternoon. So generally when I head out, I always love to grab Peter, who I refer to as my son pretty much. He is a beautiful French Bulldog cross pug, and you guys may have recognized him from previous videos. We're actually going to head out and go pick up some fruit, some vegetables and some flowers this afternoon before we head off for a beautiful walk along the beach. So generally I pop down to our local fruit and veg shop about 3 times a week just to make sure that the house is well stocked with really fresh produce. I've noticed such a huge difference ever since I've had a better work-life balance since leaving my full-time job. I just have a lot more time to cook really nice healthy meals, and I noticed such a big difference in just how energetic and cleansed, and even just how much better I sleep at night since consuming better food. So once a week I love popping into my local florist to pick up a big bunch of fresh flowers. So we go see Sophie and Amanda from Into the Wild, and I love bringing Peter because he gets so excited to see the girls and they always love seeing him as well. I have some amazing friends in the local community who own their own businesses or girl bosses and own their own stores, and I just find it's really essential to go support them, but I also find it's really essential for myself from a social aspect because I am self-employed, I stay at home all day and I'm such a sociable person, so I find it really essential to make sure I get out, catch up with my girlfriends and support them at the same time. I don't know about you, but for me, having a fresh bunch of flowers in the house really sets an atmosphere for me. It's just that really nice, fresh, clean vibe, and it just puts me in a really good mood. So Peter and I are going to head home, we're going to put away the groceries, and then we're going to head down to Back Beach for a quick. So a lot of you guys will be aware that my partner Trent is a builder, and he's currently building our home, so he's working super hard to get it done so we can move in. And with daylight savings at the moment, the sun doesn't go down till roughly about 7:30, so we don't generally see Trent until dinner time. So tonight Peter and I are going to head down to Back Beach, which is one of our favourite beaches, and we're going to go for a nice little walk during sunset. I've just found it super important to focus on my physical health to help unwind, and in return it just helps me get into a better, more healthier mental state to recenter and forget about work. As soon as I knock off around 4 o'clock in the evening, I find it really important that I just forget about work, forget about other things, focus on myself and my relationship, and in return I actually find I'm more productive the next day because I'm not stressing out about little things. I just have set times where I focus on certain aspects of my life. So even if it's just a walk along the beach, or I try and get to the gym or do yoga classes, I try and exercise at least 3 times a week. So for dinner tonight I'm going to be cooking out one of my favourite meals. I'm going to be making garlic and lemon crumb chicken. So when it comes to preparing dinner, I always love to include at least 3 different types of vegetables in every meal. I went and saw Dr. Libby a couple of weeks ago, and she was fantastic to listen to. She talked about the importance of raw food and all the nourishment, the nutrients and vitamins you get out of raw food, and essentially that is so good for your health, it's so good for your skin, and it helps you sleep better at night as well. So I've really tried to incorporate this into our diet. While I'm cooking dinner, I love listening to one of my favourite YouTubers, Kaylee Elise. She covers a lot of murder mysteries and unsolved cases. She's such an incredible storyteller. I highly recommend checking out her channel, guys. So now I'm going to chuck the chicken in the oven, let that cook for a good 40 minutes. I've boiled my peas, so now I'm going to turn it into a puree. I'm chucking some cream, some onion and garlic in there. And now I'm just going to let the rest of my veggies simmer, and now it's time to dish up my dinner. So I'm definitely feeling like a little bit of a master chef here. It's definitely an upgrade from what I was cooking about 6 months ago. I swear to God, all we had was stir fries when I had enough time to be cooking dinners. So this is definitely a lot more healthier. It's such a really nice, just hearty kind of meal that's full of nutrients. So after dinner for the next hour or so, Trent and I will catch up on each other's day. We might watch a bit of TV. I might check out Instagram, just do all those kind of like little fluffy around things. But I don't know about you guys, but for me, taking my makeup off after a super long day is honestly one of the best feelings ever. And at the same time, I always love something super easy to do it. So I'm going to head to the bathroom, remove my makeup before bed so I feel nice and fresh. So recently I've been trialing out the new Nivea Micellar range, and I've just been incorporating it into my nightly routine recently. So tonight I'm going to be using Nivea's Caring Micellar Water. This is actually like a 3-in-1 combo. It's fantastic. It helps cleanse the skin, it removes face and eye makeup, but also moisturizes all in one step. I love products like these because they just make the process of removing my makeup so quick and easy after a long day, and it just allows my skin to breathe again. So after that I treat my skin and then put some moisturizer on, and then it's time to jump in bed. So Trent and I try and be in bed around 9:30, 10. That way we try and aim to get at least 8 hours sleep every night. And I've recently been getting into books about half an hour before I go to sleep instead of being on my phone, so that way my mind just really switches off and I have a better sleep at night. So there you go guys, there is my afternoon / nightly routine. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. It may have been a little boring, but I am pretty boring throughout the week. I can happily admit that. I like being a nana, but I've definitely found out over the years it's really important to actually look after yourself. You're more productive for the working week, and then I kind of go wild on the weekends. So if you guys have enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already a part of it. And until next time guys, have a lovely day and I will see you soon. Bye!